What is going on, guys? Mobile Carrier News here, and this is a video on how T-Mobile. Well, I can't say if T-Mobile is going to be the third or fourth largest carrier because Dish Wireless is currently going to be another carrier to the phone industry and the cellular ecosystem. I want to say it like that, but for T-Mobile, I'm honestly in debating here on where they will be in the next 4 years because I mean, don't get me wrong, their service is pretty good, even though it's not that great in California. If we go to our network, oh wait, I was already there. Okay, so T-Mobile's coverage is honestly not bad at all. It has more coverage at the moment. It has more 5G coverage um, than Verizon and AT&T combined, of course, because they invested billions of dollars and started the 5G era first. Can T-Mobile keep it like that? I'm not too certain. Even though their map coverage shows a lot of coverage, I can't really say that's certainty. And with AT&T and Verizon quickly pumping up spectrum, buying amounts of spectrum, and investing billions of dollars into C-band, um, it's hard to tell what T-Mobile will go to, honestly. But overall, T-Mobile's a pretty good network. Um, they do lack in coverage heavily. I noticed they tend to invest and expand their coverage a little faster in California, but not in all areas. That's where I give T-Mobile a lot of speculation where they're good covering 5G for one area, but then another area it will take them about 5 months to cover that area, which is I'm honestly not surprised with T-Mobile because T-Mobile is investing only $10 billion into their company, which it's not really a bad thing. I'm glad they're investing in the billions, but we all know that T-Mobile doesn't have a lot of money, even though they said they're investing a lot of money into their network. I remember I saw a video on their channel. They said they're investing $40 billion into their home internet, which let's be honest, they barely started the home internet. They barely started with home internet. They barely got in the game with this, and I can't really see T-Mobile investing $40 billion. First of all, I don't even think they have 40 billion, but even if they do, I think it's kind of unfair if let's say they do invest $40 billion and let's say they have it. That's a lot of money. If you're investing, I would rather see T-Mobile invest 40 billion into their network than on home internet. I mean, home internet is essential. It's a great service, but I really think they should be focusing more on the network and the spectrum. Yeah, they combined and they bought out Sprint. But keep in mind, I do believe just because they merged doesn't mean it's like complete already. I mean, Sprint is part of T-Mobile now, but for them to fully transfer all those spectrum, all those towers and everything just to T-Mobile service, converting all those towers, I believe it's going to take 10 years. And in 10 years, that's where T-Mobile's coverage will prosper. But T-Mobile has a lot of work to do. I really believe they have a lot of work to do. I believe T-Mobile cuts a lot of corners. Their marketing is overhyped slash over exaggerated. I really hope they would lower down their marketing and actually improve the service. Not sure why the CEO likes to hype things up when the service is decent. I mean, like they are the leader right now in 5G, but my question is for how long? How long can T-Mobile keep this up? Because if T-Mobile doesn't increase their capex, or if they don't actually improve the service, switch equipment for old panels or old towers, and actually fix the network, I I really think T-Mobile is just playing themselves and just basically lying to themselves too. Oh, we're the best carrier, we're the best network, but we're not really improving our service, but we'll just stay like that. I really think T-Mobile really needs to they need to get their head in the game. Um, who knows where T-Mobile will be because they're just going to be another carrier. So we're going to have four major carriers. So I do believe with T-Mobile, being like letting go of Dish, and once Dish Wireless goes as a fourth carrier, I really do think T-Mobile will be scared because let's be honest, T-Mobile is a billion-dollar company like all the other carriers. However, Dish is another billion-dollar company, and now Dish is going to have to compete with Verizon, AT&T, and Dish. So T-Mobile is not just competing with two networks; they're going to be competing with three. It was bad enough when T-Mobile was competing with Sprint and the other two carriers, but now it's going to be deja vu again. It's going to be four major carriers, and T-Mobile back then was really investing a lot of money in their service, and I'm actually surprised and shocked they had a lot of customers back in the day, which is not a bad thing, but I'm just kind of shocked because their service was not up to par with what they were doing with network and coverage and speeds. But T-Mobile definitely needs to get everything situated. They need to get their game up, stop messing around with marketing, and actually take the network seriously. Because I was doing research, and I think for Dish, it's going to take. I heard it's going to take them 2 to 5 years to actually have a good network up and running. At first, I was thinking it was 10 years, but then I'm like, no, 10 years for Dish Network to have a good wireless service. That's kind of over exaggerating. 10 years is honestly too much. I do not like. I didn't like the idea. I'm like, no way, not 10 years. I heard about 2 to 5 years where Dish will prosper, and I really hope T-Mobile gets their act together with their capex and their spectrum, because 2 to 5 years will go like this, quick. And T-Mobile did say in 2 to 5 years, their network will be pretty covered, and they'll have a lot of 600 megahertz, a lot of bandwidth, and their Sprint merger will be 50% complete. They just need 5 more years to complete the actual merger and transfer all Sprint network, tower, and spectrum services to T-Mobile. But I do believe T-Mobile is at a fix here. They need to actually get a move on, because just because this is going to start in their 5G network late doesn't mean they can speed it up. So they definitely have competition, and they have to compete with Verizon too, which is investing $50 billion, and AT&T $30 billion, and T-Mobile is only at 20. So as you can tell, they're behind. And I also heard Dish is investing $10 billion into the network, but the difference between Dish and T-Mobile, I heard Dish is they're accelerating. They're investing 10 billion, the same amount as T-Mobile, but they're doing it faster. Now I don't know how they're doing it faster, but T-Mobile needs to fix their spectrum, fix their network, or they're just going to be the fourth major carrier again, like they were 10 years ago. And I do not think T-Mobile wants to be there, especially right now since they're the current leader in 5G. At least that's what they're claiming, even though they have 5GE, but we'll see how that goes. Let me know what you guys think about this. What do you guys about T-Mobile's network? Do you guys think T-Mobile will be the fourth major carrier? Do you guys think Dish will scare T-Mobile so bad they might lower capex, they might invest less? Because I heard T-Mobile is not investing a lot into their network. They're not even competing, which is a shocker to me. They're investing billions of dollars like all the other companies, but only 10 billion, and I heard they're not competing. Yet they're claiming they're the number one in 5G. So is T-Mobile like throwing itself in the curve, or what are they doing? Because it's just kind of weird how they're not competing. That blows my mind how they're not competing with the other networks. Let me know what you guys think about this. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.